Interviews and questionnaires are two prominent data gathering methods, and which one to use depends on the objective of the data collection, the time available, and the type of data to be collected. Questionnaires are mostly made up of closed questions with a fixed set of responses. Interviews, on the other hand, typically feature open-ended questions that need more depth and allow for a wider range of responses. The decision between the two ways is also influenced by the situation and the amount of data required, and neither method is superior to the other. Questionnaires have the advantage of being able to be administered digitally or on paper and do not require the presence of the interviewer. The current software makes processing and evaluating digital questions easier, and questionnaires can capture significant volumes of data fast, even with a small investment of effort. Interviews, on the other hand, take more time to conduct and analyze and can only be conducted in the presence of an interviewer. Interviews, on the other hand, can provide more extensive and tailored information as well as the opportunity for follow-up questions. The decision between interviews and questionnaires is dictated by the amount of data required. For example, surveys are a better fit for data involving numbers, whereas interviews are better suited for data requiring more detail and complexity. There is no general cutoff point for the number of interviews required, but the purpose is to collect enough data. Black belt projects often necessitate 10-20 interviews. However, this is not a fixed amount and might vary based on the circumstances. The decision between interviews and surveys is also influenced by the circumstances. In one case study, interviews were utilized to understand why the store's youthful clients were declining. According to the interviews with young people, the store's clothes were outdated and faceless, making them undesirable to the youth. The knowledge gleaned from the interviews was critical in developing problem-solving tactics. Finally, the decision between interviews and questionnaires is influenced by the amount of data required, the amount of time available, and the goal of data gathering. Each method has benefits and drawbacks, and no way is preferable to another. As a result, researchers must select a method based on the context and needs of their research.